down.
Irrevocably?
Irretrievably.
Okay.
Like you can't retrieve?
Yeah.
Irretrievably broken down. That's interesting. Not interesting, but I mean, but these are facts. These are
right. No, and that's completely normal phrasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except the fact that my daughter's birthday is wrong and neither one of us have lived in Pembroke, but okay.
Regardless.
We'll fix that. Husband and wife have been living separate and apart since blank, which is 2 years plus, and, one could argue emotionally more,
right.
and continue to do so. The agreement is filed in conjunction with a complaint for divorce in the Norfolk County Probate Family Court, and the parties intend to submit this agreement to the court for approval. I got a cough. Hold on. Anything to add here while I'm coughing?
No.
Okay. Article 4. Husband and wife declare... Oh, God, I hate saying husband and wife. Husband and cunt face declare an... No, that's even worse.
Yeah, you should just say me.
Jason and cunt face.
You should just say me and her.
Yeah, I don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's change that.
Yeah.
I mean, at least as far as this podcast is concerned. Jason and cunt face declare and acknowledge that each of them understands the position, circumstances, and prospects of the other, and the terms, conditions, and provisions herein to be fair, adequate, and reasonable.
Okay. It's wordy.
It sounds like I'm entering Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, no, it's wordy. I should get mine out and compare it.
We should,
but we can do that not on the podcast because my divorce was perfectly fine.
Yeah, well,
and amicable and easy. And my lawyer was like, "Are you sure you guys want to get divorced?" Because it was so easy. But that's nice. That's what decent human beings do.
All right. Well, neither one of us are decent human beings apparently. So, all right. So number 5.
One of you is.
Both parties acknowledge that each has had the opportunity to seek individual legal advice from counsel of their own selection, and is fully aware of all facts and circumstances herein set forth. And after having read this agreement line by line, each freely and fully accepts the terms, conditions, and provisions hereof, what the fuck, and enters into this agreement voluntarily without any coercion whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's a little wordy, but I think it gets the point across. Basically, you're saying is that neither one of us is blackmailing each other into
right. Yeah, no, that's again, it's perfectly normal. But again, it was perfectly understandably written that all parties must meet with all other parties, including attorneys, before the original court date, which someone didn't understand.
Yes.
So we have that.
Okay. All right, there's 4 more points here, and then we get to section 2. We'll play music before we get there. All right, number 6. Each party has carefully considered the present and future projected income. What the fuck is that? Present and future projected income?
Yeah.
Let's see. This should be easy. I'll make more and cunt face will make less. That's projected. I think that's a fair projection.
Which you projected over a year ago.
Yes, I was.
And
correct.
was completely 1,000% right.
Apparently I'm clairvoyant.
You are.
I can see the future. Anyways.
You did.
Let's
on
on
multiple levels.
This is laughable. Hold on. Each party has carefully considered the present and future projected income, financial resources, contributions to the marriage, and liabilities and expenses of himself or herself and of the other. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
That's weird.
So you might have to. We'll have to look into that.
No, actually, I think that's probably benefiting me. It basically is saying that, if I, say, got promoted next week to CEO and made 10 times the money, this still covers that.
Mm.
I think this protects me.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I think it has something to do with, to me, I was listening to it, the complete opposite, when you two were together, she paid this, you paid this, and this.
Right. I'm looking at this as like, that we can't just because one of us makes more money, probably me, in the future, that we can't just blow this thing up because I made more money.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm reading that.
I don't know. Okay, go on to the next one.
Each party has had the opportunity to engage in formal and informal discovery. What the fuck that means? And each party has expressly desired not to engage in such discovery.
Meaning you were going to do the subpoena.
Well, I'm still subpoenaing her.
No, you're not.
I was... her financials weren't that bullshit. I'm not... God bless you. Yeah, I didn't call shenanigans on them, so fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Each party acknowledges that he or she has such information and knowledge about the other as he or she deems adequate to knowingly and intelligently enter into this agreement.
Intelligently?
I'm not mentally incapable? What the fuck does that mean?
You mean mentally capable?
No, they're saying I'm not. Well, is it making sure that I'm not mentally incapable of doing this? Like I'm not slow, or
maybe that she's not?
Acknowledges that he or she has such information and knowledge about the other as he or she deems adequate to knowingly and intelligently enter in this agreement.
Yeah, I think you just can't spout shit off and be like, no, that's true about the other person. Like, you have to have some sort of basis to the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Okay.
I think that's what it means.
This might be some boilerplate stuff that just, doesn't make sense, but just, I guess these are in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And last one, 9. The parties further acknowledge that each has ascertained and weighed... Weed. No slander. Shut up. Sorry. Weighed sufficient facts and circumstances and clearly understands and assents. Is that a word? A-S-S-E-N-T-S?
Assent. Yes, you give consent.
Is that consent?
Assent. Yeah, I think it's pretty much comparable.
Assents to all the provisions herein without condition whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's section 2. That's section 1.
She doesn't have the intelligence, though.
Again, these are completely fictional. I'm making this up as we go along. This is not a real thing and cannot be used against me in a court of law.
No shit. It's not real.
Nope. All right. Music time. This is enlightening. I'm happy to actually be reading this for the first time. So, pretty boilerplate shit so far.
So far.
Nothing too hardcore. Okay. I'm going to play some music. And I'll do, I guess, 2 songs. And then we'll come back. Because I gotta pee anyways.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. So, the first song you're going to know because I've talked about it before. And it's important to me because it was that turning point moment that we've talked about.
Mm.
So you know what it's going to be.
Our band?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be the same band. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Wow, that's unprofessional. But yes, that's our band. And you know what that song means to me. So
okay.
I'm going to play that. And then I'm going to play another song after that. So do you have anything to say before we do that?
No.
Okay. So far, so good?
So far, so good, babe.
Good?
I love you.
I love you, too. Thank you for doing this with me. All right, music.
There are no words to describe the awful feeling I have inside. So I shut down. Not the same as it was last time. It's so much worse. It's something that drives me out of my mind. It's a lie.